Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, rather. To There Is More Motivational Monday. I'm excited that you're joining me. Come on, where are all my people at? There you are. There you are. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm excited. Happy Easter. Happy Resurrection. All that good stuff. Everything that people say. I like Happy Resurrection a lot better. Hi, Tina. Hey, Tina Odom. How are you? Hey, Gleaning for God, how are you? Hey, Shay. Hey, Jewel, G.A. Hello, Miss Nisi. Hi, Pastor Thomas. Hey, Reverend Kelly. Hi, Dr. Kishma. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Miss Shantae. Renee, it was good seeing you on Friday. Hi, Z Johnson. Hey, Bishop Kia Everett. Hi, April. Hi, M. Baker. Thanks for joining. Oh, I can't wait to meet you either. Etu Bless, how are you? God bless. Praise the Lord. You're ready for the word? Great. Hi, Big Bang. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Irvina. How are you? Hi, M. Baker. How are you doing? Thank you, Reverend Kelly. Ready to be inspired. Hi, Tara from PA. How you doing? Hello. Yes, somebody's getting ready to register for Ignite. Yes, sir. Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm excited about being here. I hope you had a great holiday. Hey, Real Deal Jamil. I can't wait for you to have that baby. Hello. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all start seeing some of these crazy people on here saying stuff, I want y'all to help me block them, okay? I ain't got time for all that today. Hello from Greenville, Mississippi. Oh, there's another one right there. We blocking you. Yeah, we just going to start blocking people. There you go. Yes. Hello, everybody. Yes, Ignite 2016. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Hello. Everybody, do me a favor. Swipe to the left. And start asking people to join us. I think that we're going to have a really great talk today. I don't have a whole lot to say, but I do want to inspire you for just a few minutes if I can. So swipe to the left. Get people on here and let's talk today. Today, my subject is let your frustration fuel you. I want to tell you something. You're looking at somebody who, I'm telling you, literally has battled frustration for years. And if you're out there and you are exactly where I am and where I've been, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, I want you to talk back to me. It took me years to learn how to leverage frustration. And so, yes, I do have Instagram. You can go on to Nikki Brown at PBD, and that's Instagram. It took me years to learn how to leverage frustration. So if you're out there and you're battling frustration, don't be embarrassed by it. I want you to talk back to me, and let's talk about it today, because I believe that frustration can be one of your biggest stepping stones to break through. So many people feel trapped in frustration. There are so many people who feel trapped in frustration, and I felt led to talk about this morning versus going back to talk about prioritize your assignment. We're going to get back to that. Next week. But so many people I know are trapped in seasons of frustration. Hi, good afternoon to you, Brother Barry. How are you? Yay. Good to see you. So many people feel trapped in frustration, and I just feel really led to talk about it. Hey, Aunt Janice, how are you? Hey, Cousin Samara from Florida. Good to see you. Frustration, if we allow it, can become an enemy and a roadblock to your dreams. If we allow it, frustration can become a roadblock. It can become a roadblock, but it can also become a stepping stone. So I have a few points to you on how to let your frustration fuel you. Number one, this is the first thing that I want to tell you. Frustration is not an indication of your lack of faith. So that's the first point that I want to say to you today. Frustration is not an indication of your lack of faith. I have learned that frustration and faith work hand in hand. Frustration and faith work hand in hand. Why? Because you cannot get frustrated if you are not expecting something. So number one, for all my frustrated people that are out there, all my frustrated men and women, whether you're frustrated in your marriage, frustrated in, your job, your dreams are frustrating you, people are frustrating you. You cannot be frustrated if you don't already walk in a season or a dispensation of expectation. That there is this level of expectation that you have in your spirit, whether it be for the people who are around you, the relationships, whether it's for your ministry, your church. And so the fact that the fact that you became frustrated is a sign that you are already walking in a realm of expectation and somewhat a realm of faith. And so you're frustrated because your faith has already seen something ahead of time. You have already seen into your future. You have already looked into where you want to be. You've looked at how you wanted people to support you, how you want this dream to come to pass. And you know what that says? That means that you have vision. So the fact that you're frustrated means you have vision. It means that you have faith, and it means you have expectation. So I have just canceled out the enemy trying to tell you that you're frustrated, you don't have faith, you don't have vision, because sometimes frustration can give you the appearance that you really don't have anything going on, that all hope is kind of lost. But the fact that I'm frustrated must mean that I have a vision. So like Reverend Kelly said, tell the enemy that trick has been canceled. Okay, number two, this is what I love. And this is what took me the most to work on. Do not let your frustration invade the space where dreams occur. Ooh, I'm going to say that again. Somebody needs to write that down, tweet it, or do whatever. Do not let your frustration invade the space where dreams occur. One of the things that I learned about me, I keep telling y'all it's about me. Hey, Savoy, how are you? One of the things that I learned about me is that frustration, I hate to be disappointed. And when I get frustrated, frustration comes as a result for me of being disappointed, when my expectation has been disappointed. And one of the things that will happen very quickly is we can allow our frustration to now begin to dictate our expectation. Instead of knowing that my frustration comes from expectation, we'll allow frustration to turn backwards on us. And now we will allow our frustration to change our level of expectation. Watch this. Your dreams can only take on the shape and the size of your expectation. You can only give birth to what you carry. So what that means is that your dreams can only take on the size and the shape of your expectations. And if you are not careful, frustration will create a level, or it will create a new season of assignment for you. Frustration will lower your expectation. It will put it in a place. Watch this. Your frustration will take your expectation and put it in a place that you think is manageable. I'm going to say that again. Your frustration, your disappointment will cause you to take your expectation, which was probably way up here, and now put it in a place. Hi, Dawn Taylor, how are you? And now put it in a place that you think is manageable and reachable. I don't know about you, but I've done that so many times. So many times I have taken my frustration and I've allowed it to lower my expectation. I've lowered my expectation with people. I've lowered my expectation in ministry. I've lowered my expectation with my dreams because I kept coming against closed doors and disappointing people and no's instead of more yeses. And so I finally got to a point where I said, you know what? What if I just stop expecting things? How about I stop really putting my expectation in a place where I won't get disappointed? Frustration will teach you. Frustration will teach you that what you want is not a blessing, but it's a burden. Oh, I'm going to say that again because somebody is listening to me today and your frustration has convinced you that what you want, A, may not exist for you. B, may not really be a blessing. How many of you have really said to yourself, do I really want that anyway? How many of you have been so frustrated that you got to a point where you said, well, you know what? God knows what I need anyhow. Come on, let me talk to the real deep church folk, right? Because I know I've said it to try to ease my hurt, to ease my disappointment. Oh, well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. You know what? The reality is, no, you're going to experience opposition and opportunity. I said this to you all in the same space. Opportunity and opposition share the same space. And guess what? Whatever one you feed is the one that's going to grow in your life. I have to say that again. Opportunity, frustration, and opportunity share the same space. And sometimes that opposition, that's what frustrates you. It's the opposition. Frustration and opportunity will share the same space. I don't care how big the dream is. I don't care how big the opportunity is. Frustration will always share the same space as your blessing. And whichever one you focus on is the one that is going to grow. And so I have learned, and I have done this myself, I have lowered my expectation to a place that I can manage. So some of you may be asking me, so then what do I do with my frustration? I am frustrated. I'm frustrated on my job. I'm frustrated in my home. I'm frustrated in my church. Come on, I know some of you may not want to talk back to me about your church because maybe you got some other church members on here, but I can talk about it. There were years I was frustrated. I was in the same place as the anointing, as people getting healed and having breakthrough, and was frustrated like heck at the same time. Am I talking to any real people out there today? It didn't matter. People were jumping and shouting all around me, and I am frustrated like crazy because it just feels like the vision that I have is just not coming to pass. So what do you do with the frustration? Well, number one, the first thing I'm going to tell you, by all means, under no circumstances are you to fight your frustration. I'm going to say that again. Under no circumstances, ma'am, are you to fight your frustration. You want to know why? Because you all have tried to fight your frustration. You've tried to let it go. You've tried to pray it away. You've tried to shout over it. And guess what happens when you fight your frustration? Your frustration only gets bigger. It only becomes worse. And then you're more frustrated because you felt like, I thought I had overcome this. I thought I wasn't frustrated by this anymore. No, under no circumstances, by all means, do not fight your frustration. So what do we do? Inquiry minds want to know. What do we do? And so the first thing that I'm going to tell you is don't fight your frustration. Marry it to your passion instead. Oh my God, I got to say it again. That was good for me. Do not fight your frustration. Instead, how about you marry it to your passion? Let me tell you what I mean. Let me tell you what happens to your passion after a period of time. What happens to your passion after a period of neglect, after a period where you have hit roadblock after roadblock, you're going through ongoing opposition, closed doors, people denying you, feeling betrayed. Do you know what your passion begins to do? Your passion will start to die. Frustration will then turn and try and violate your faith and your passion. Frustration will try to attack your passion. Frustration will come after your faith. And instead of frustration and faith working in hand, your frustration will start to fight your faith. And so what I've learned is after a period of time, and I've just been frustrated over and over again. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about because you're so frustrated, you've grown cantankerous. You've grown mean sometimes. You know, people ask you what's wrong. You can't even explain to them what's wrong. You just know you're snapping at people. You're angry. You're mad. Come on, talk back to me. I know that's right. And you just don't know what's wrong. It's not until you take an introspective look and begin to to say, you know what? I'm frustrated. I love these people to death. I love my church, but I'm frustrated here. Or I love my family, or I love my friends, or I love this group God's put me in, but I am frustrated right now. And why? Because my faith is fighting to get to the next level. So don't let your frustration fight your faith. Marry your frustration with your passion. And so how do you do that? The way that you do that is you ask yourself, what am I frustrated about? What is it that I'm frustrated about? Sometimes we don't take out the full time it takes to really do an introspective look, to reflect on what am I frustrated about? Why am I frustrated about it? You need to take frustration and analyze it and look it up and down. Flip it over. Ask yourself, why am I frustrated? What is it that I'm frustrated about exactly? Write it down. And then ask yourself, so what have I done about my frustration? And this is a really great question you have to ask, because when you're frustrated, do you create conclusions? Do you push forward, or do you create conclusions about your frustration? I know historically, for years, all I did was create conclusions. Oh, well, you know what? I guess it just isn't God's will for me. No, I want you now to look at your frustration and now look at your passion and say, where can I take my frustration and now join it and partner it with my passion? In other words, how do I merge the two together to create a level of dynamic momentum? Let me tell you something. Some of the greatest inventions, some of the greatest business products, some of the greatest ideas came out of somebody's frustration. Come on, you think about it. Some of the greatest things that we are using right now have been created out of somebody who was frustrated, who felt like they were hindered and pigeon-toed within a corner. And because of that, that frustration gave birth to new vision. Oh my goodness. Who would have ever thought that out of the ashes of your frustration, you would have created one of the best business ideas ever? Who would have ever thought that out of your disappointment, you would have created $1 million idea? People do it all the time. And so don't fight your frustration. Let your frustration fuel you. Let your frustration marry your passion and ask yourself, so I'm frustrated here, but what am I really passionate about over here? How can I use the frustration to push me? How can I use the frustration to not allow me to settle? How can I use the frustration to literally birth a brand new idea in me? Can I tell you, there were so many brand new ideas that I created several years ago because I was frustrated at the lack of movement that was going on in my life. And I thought that I had to wait for somebody to open a new door for me and a new opportunity for me to not be frustrated. But can I tell you that frustration and opportunity occupy the same space? And so again, what that means for you is that you may be frustrated, but while you're frustrated, look for a new door of opportunity, because it is in the frustration that you are going to gain the clarity, the focus that you need. If it wasn't for the frustration, would you have really left the last place you were in? If it wasn't for the frustration, would you have really left that last rotten relationship that you had with Bozo the Clown? If it wasn't for the frustration, would you have not been in the place that you are? Would you be in the place that you are even today, chasing after God, chasing after ideas, chasing after your vision? If it wasn't for the frustration. So don't fight the frustration. Embrace the frustration. Let the frustration be used as fuel for the journey. Okay, so you're frustrated about where you are. So what you going to do about it, sis? What you going to do about it, man of God? How are you now going to take that frustration and use it to build a brand new platform for you? I'm telling you, when I got that concept, out of my frustration came a book. Out of my frustration came a brand new business. Out of my frustration came a life coaching program. Out of my frustration and my disappointment came so many things. Out of my frustration came Ignite, because I got tired of being in a dark place. But God had to leave me in that dark place to give birth to Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit. I would have never given birth to it if I wasn't in a place where my frustration was trying to damage and kill the flame. And so what I tell you today, let frustration be the fuel to literally light the passion, the fire of your passion, the embers of your passion. Let frustration fuel you. Don't fight it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me for There Is More Motivational Moment. Let me tell you something. It's finally here. Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit is here. Yay! I'm so excited. I launched it this morning. I can't tell you the hell that I had to go through just to get it to where it is. But I'm telling you, it's going to be powerful. I already have a group of women from Kentucky who already told me we are coming. They are coming already on a boat. They coming on plane. We ain't got no water out here, y'all. For real, they ain't coming on no boat. But they are getting on a plane. This morning, somebody already texted me and said that she already booked her room. I'm telling you now, it's not that many rooms that we have at the hotel. This is going to be on fire. It's going to be November the 4th and the 5th, 2016 at the Marriott, the Philadelphia Marriott West, which is in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. And so for all those that are in that Jersey, Philadelphia area, you know, thank you, Nicole knows, thank you. You know that that's a prime location. It is right around the corner from the King of Prussia Mall. So, and I want to tell you this year, what I did for these 2 days is I instituted a large block of time in the conference for us to have a girlfriend's get together, get away. I hate going to conferences and they preach to me from 8 a.m. to 8, 9, 10 p.m. I don't remember what anybody said. I like going to conferences, and I do conferences all the time. I like going to conferences where we have time to hang out, to go shopping, to visit the area, to just let our hair down. Because how often do you have time to do that? So on Friday, there's going to be a huge block of time where you can go shop. The hotel is right by a train station. You can get on the train. You can go downtown Philadelphia. For those of you that don't know anything about downtown Philadelphia, it's the place to be. Or you can go to King of Prussia Mall, which is one of the largest malls right there on the East Coast. We are also going to have an Ignite All White party. Oh my God. Ignite All White. I'm telling you, it's going to be an explosion. We have Anton Milton coming, my girlfriend Tiffany Gaudette. You're going to get an empowerment message from me. It's going to be a fashion showcase that we're having with Ebony Designs, as well as Melissa Feliciano, Forbes Fashion. We're also going to have a red carpet. We're going to have pictures. It's going to be a praise party. That is all happening that weekend. And we've got phenomenal speakers. We've got Dee Marshall from Girlfriends Pay. She is my shero, for real, y'all. She's got over 100,000 followers. She's a celebrity. She's a talk host. She's a coach. I mean, she is phenomenal. We have Dr. Joyce Wilkerson. We have Sandra German. We have Sharon Dean. We have somebody coming from Wells Fargo who's going to teach us how to handle our paper. Listen, we getting old, y'all. We can't go to the grave broke. And we can't take our money, but we at least have to leave a legacy. So we're going to be talking about our finances. We're going to be talking about our relationships. We're going to be talking about our profession. We're going to be talking about our ideas, our dreams. And we are going to be talking about how to access the season of return. That's what our theme is, the season of return. Everything that belongs to you, it is your time to get it back now. I'm talking dreams, ideas, gifts, things that you threw away to the wayside. The Lord wants you to know He has sent everything you have abandoned on a cycle of return. And this is your season to get in the proper position so that when He opens the windows of heaven and He releases what He is returning to you, you are in the right place. I believe that Ignite is going to be that place. So listen, all of my people who are coming out of town, you want to get your flight tickets early because they're going to go up. You want to register early because while early registration ends October the 4th, Everybody who's on my Periscope knows last year we sold out before early registration ended. We had over 250 women there. And guess what, y'all? It was only my second year doing the summit. So I know God has something great in store for us. We have some phenomenal speakers. Go on my website. It's www.nikkibrown.org/Ignite 2016. Again, it's www.nikkibrown.org/2016. And if for some reason you end up on my website, that's all right. Just go to Ignite. It'll put you there. Listen, we got women already calling me, telling me they're bringing their boatload of church members. They got, I gotta stop saying boatload. They're bringing a busload of church members. I must want to go on a cruise or something. They bringing their busload of church members. We got a group registration package, which is phenomenal. We have a VIP package. So if you want to do lunch with us, we're going to be doing VIP with some of our professional, phenomenal women at this VIP. It's going to be at the Pyramid Club in Philadelphia. And if you guys don't know about the Pyramid Club sits about 50 stories high. You get to see the entire city. So when you go check out on the website, the VIP, you're not just going to get a regular lunch, but you are literally going in style. So I want you to go. We have vendors who are going to be signing up. And a lot of my vendors who come, they know that we give you a lot of props, a lot of play. So I'm excited. Thank you. You're going to be hearing about Ignite. I'm sorry, y'all. You're going to be hearing about Ignite every single Monday. Because look, I got to get y'all registered. I got to pay the bill. So you're going to be hearing about it. But most importantly, I would love for you to join me. Thank you. I'll see you back next week for There Is More Motivational Monday. God bless you.